Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Masten. I'm the Library Director at the Lucy Robbins Welles Library, and today we're going to do another ReDefined Reads. We're going to be making Cork book page coasters. To do that, you need Cork coasters. They can be round or square. You need book pages, and I have gotten quite a few of mine from discarded books, and I've kept the inside of the book, so you can use print, or you can actually use pictures that are inside the book. You choose that, and then what you'll also need is scissors, a pencil, Mod Podge, preferably the glossy Mod Podge, and a sponge brush. So what you do is you find a print that you want to use. It could be music, it could be words, it could be maps, it could be anything like that, or a picture, and you find which ones you want, and you take your coaster and you want to trace out the print or picture that you want to be seen on the coaster. So in this one here, I'm going to take this picture, I'm going to put my coaster down, and I'm going to trace out what I want to be on top of the coaster. And you want it to be the size of the coaster, but you actually want to cut on the inside of whatever you trace, because you want it to be slightly smaller than the dimensions of the coaster, so it will fit inside. And then you just go in and you cut inside. And you can also, I have a paper cutter, but scissors are absolutely fine. You just cut till you get the dimensions that you need for your coaster. And you can always trim it down if it's a little big. It's not a big deal. So once you do that, you're going to be taking what you cut, and you're going to be adhering it to the top of this coaster here. In order to do that, you want to take your sponge brush and your Mod Podge, and you want to put a pretty decent coat of Mod Podge on the top of the coaster here. So we're going to put quite a bit, because you want it to stick really well. And you put your layer on. You want to make sure you get all the corners. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to place the picture or the print that you chose on the top of the coaster. So you just want to carefully place it, and it's really a matter of eyeing it. And there's a little bit of room to wiggle around and move it once you place it down. So I'm going to place it on the coaster, smooth it down, and then I'm going to take something with a hard edge. You can use a plastic knife, or if you have a discarded gift card or credit card or something with a hard edge, and from the center out you're going to move and smooth this thing out so it adheres really well to the cork, and you're also getting any air bubbles that you might have on this cork out. And if you have an area like this right here that it needs to stick a little better, just take some more Mod Podge, add it to the cork here, because this has happened as I'm learning to do this, and keep smoothing it down. And what I did too is I held this up to the light to kind of see if I could see the air bubbles, and it reminded me of when you're putting contact paper down and you get those weird bubbles in it and you have to smooth it down. And so after you smooth it down, you need to let it dry. And it doesn't take that long to dry, but I would give it a good 15 or 20 minutes to let it really dry and stick to the cork. Once it's dry, I'm going to take another one that I've done earlier. You want to start putting your Mod Podge on top. So you're going to give it a couple layers of Mod Podge. Gives it a nice finish, it gives it a glossy finish, and then you'll have your cork coaster. So we're going to take this, and all you want to do is you want to go up and down with your Mod Podge. And what it's doing is putting a layer of Mod Podge on. It really is like giving a protective coating to what you just placed on the coaster. And you want to make sure that you're, again, use generous amounts. And on this one, you want to make sure you also do the sides, because you've got the edge of your paper, touching the sides of the coaster. So put a bunch on the sides. Here. And we're going to clean it up after, so don't worry about that right now. But you want to be really generous with that too. There we go. Here. So I did all 4 corners, and what I'll do now is clean it up because I've gotten some back on the top of the surface here. And I'm just going to do nice even strokes, and then what I'm going to do is let it dry, because when Mod Podge dries, it dries clear. So you want to do that 2 to 3 times and let that really get a nice coat, a nice thick coat on the cork, and let it dry. Each time you do a new coating, I would say, you know, do 2, see what you think, do 3 if you want to just be really safe. Make sure you do those sides as well and just smooth it out so you get it really a nice even finish. And once it dries, you're going to have a nice shiny coaster. And I've done 2 different types here. One I did with, it's actually musical lyrics. It's Hey Jude from the Beatles. And another is a picture that I got from an old travel book of Hawaii, one of our favorite places to vacation. And I have these nice new coasters. And the other thing I'm going to, you can do, and you can put little felt dots on the bottom if you want to just kind of raise it up a little as a coaster, but it makes a really nice looking drink coaster. It's fun. You know, this is kind of a commemorative thing, you know, place that we travel, but it's kind of fun to do, easy to do. Make a nice gift for yourself or for somebody else. And what I've done is put together kits for everybody who signed up for one. In your kits, you're going to get 4 coasters. You're going to get actually 4 to 5 pre-cut pictures or print. It depends on which kit you end up getting. And they're all, you know, you don't have to worry about cutting these, but they're pre-cut for you, so you can just place them on. You're going to get your own Mod Podge, a sponge brush, and you'll get the little felt bottoms that you can put on the bottom of your coaster, and that will give you a nice kit to make this. And I hope that you have fun doing it. There are instructions in there, and this video is going to be on the library's website for you to view if you have any questions. So thank you again for watching, and happy holidays, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.